Fnatic, they have all the tools to be able to force this one. We're now diving into the agent select Kukuka. Let's see what we end up getting.
Yeah, PRX is not going to think a lot about it. Just picking out the same compositions. We do not expect changes this further into the competition. But as to what you were saying, PRX so close to winning their first ever best-of-5 win in a global stage, and for it to be their first trophy. Third time might be the charm, and 3 maps is all they need to close this best-of-5. But of course, we cannot forget, it is Fnatic on Lotus. They love this map. Yes, they lost it the other day, but they also have very clear tells. You know, the Odin that they love playing, I think that they were struggling a lot to fight and control a Rebel. So Alexis, if you had to give some words to Fnatic to very focus on this map, on this Lotus, with them starting on the attack, what would it be?
I would say don't wait till 2.5 seconds to get into that bomb site like they normally do.
Ain't that the truth?
If they do want to do that, we need to bait out the Vice Util, or else the Vi is just going to keep farming. So I would say bait out that Vice Util, maybe hit sites a little bit faster, maybe do some more pop hits instead of just, you know, the normal defaulting that they tend to do. Yeah, that's what I would say.
No, that's a good call there, but you know what? I do got to look at the rookies in this situation. Kayak, Bea, a lot on his shoulders here as the tip of the spear for this squad on that raise.
Yeah, I do not want to see, I think that he was a little bit lost or maybe put in a situation that he was not very comfortable on Pearl, something unlikely that we have not seen from him throughout this tournament. And with that MVP conversation, he could go from 0 to hero very quickly.
All right, folks, can we get to a map 5? I know this crowd wants to see it. Let's go ahead and send it back over to the casters for this one. He got Brennan Sideshow on the call.
Map 5 all sealed up entirely here. Toronto, let's get loud here.
PRX, you don't expect to see them in situations like this. I mean, especially after they couldn't quite capitalize at Champs. We thought that was going to be the last time that we were going to see Jing out on the stage, and now the dev's talking about him maybe being able to win another MVP, or win a MVP, win a trophy. To some degree, it feels like PRX versus that trophy. They are the best team that has never won, and they could change the entire narrative here. In their previous Grand Finals as well, they've not been in a spot like this. They've never led a Grand Finals, even though they've been in 2 of them. This is their 3rd. They won map 1, they're now up 2-1. 2 opportunities to close here on map 4 and a map 5. Oh God, what a beginning.
Okay.
Straight through, what a prediction, and Chronicle's head is gone. PRX as well, taking a lot of C-mount control, able to open this door at any time, put the squeeze on these front B players, but they don't have anybody in sight giving them info. No turret to play off either.
Creeping and crawling forwards.
Boaster's going to get caught by this, surely.
Yeah.
It's just, there's no way of knowing that there are 3-4 players ready to collect.
Ready to collect, and look at that, to Prowler in your face, and they're sighted. The blind is a last-ditch effort. Fnatic.
Question is, what's the reaction?
Making moves of their own, head off the shoulder, something is no more.
The plank goes down, and Kayak's thinking about cutting these guys off for going for the rotate, but Kayak is walking into a stack.
Kayak didn't expect a second player, and that's the right clicks. Forsaken takes him out of the picture. 3 left to stand here for PRX, and Fnatic are trying to do it all right now. Just Alpha and Crashies. A timing pass with the Boombot, and potentially granted, given up to Crashies. Still watchful though. Forsaken, his eye not leaving it. Rattling off the shots, pulled out into the open. PRX.
The closer they get to being able to get this map over the line, the more you're going to see the players stood up, stand in, popping off. The anticipation for dreams fulfilled will be such a fire to keep the engine roaring.
One enemy remaining.
For Fnatic, they've got a difficult situation here because you've also got to prove that you can do it, that you can... Let's go! Exacerbate the doubts in PRX's mind. Alpha's going to force up. He knows that he's the player to try to take Fnatic in different directions. And he's got 3 players with light armor or regen armor that he could go towards.
Forsaken included in that list. Made his way over towards it, but they revealed the hand anyway. Shots fired and rattled. Kayak with the orb.
2 flashes to navigate as well. 1 over towards Mound, and Forsaken, of course, with his paranoia.
Just walking up.
all of this really just to try to bait PRX into challenging the Outlaw. The Outlaw should be pretty unexpected. It's not something we've seen Fnatic do a ton.
They did fire the shots off earlier, so it may... PRX at least making a mental note, potentially. Smoke fades. Thorn's used as a response to it. Fnatic getting a move on around the rest of this map. There's a timing inside the smoke. Forsaken, who's going to be catching the contact with these players out for it?
And the rest of Fnatic were just exploring, looking for that Vice Wall. Vice Wall actually over towards B. And Alpha's going looking for it again.
Something. Rooted to the spot here. Doesn't want to give up this space out towards A. Rubble to Haunt at his back. Takes a time and against it. Paranoia sweeps.
And they're doing a good job again of disrespecting utility. Something determined to keep this positioning.
He's definitely going to be careful from that spot. Still crashes through the jump spot. Getting through B. Out and about. Alpha claims a life for Jing. Something from the side, and he needs to try and put a stop to this now. Losing control of a lot of sections here. The spike is going walkabout.
Can he even get it into the side in time? This is ridiculous. Something. He's left on a 1v3 to try to get it done. And the plant, it's got the time.
Surrounded, calling for pause. Calm in the midst of it, doesn't anticipate it. Crashes, sidelines him.
And savors the shot. Just watching as his prey walks into the crossfire. And PRX, just as they were hyped up after the pistol, hopes dashed early. Fnatic, what a response. Some of that to do with the Outlaw purchase, but a lot of these kills just coming off the back of being able to tuck people with pistols into unexpected spots.
My classic is classicing right now. My
finding the right spots for it. Chronicle is happy about that.
Yeah, popping off. Hashtag buy the bundle. Pick it up and see if you can do what Chronicle's doing. PRX fighting over towards Rubble at the start of this round. And PRX, they've lost a little bit of control over towards Mound. But there is always this flash to be able to potentially refight. You know that PRX are going to try to get pushed up and take risks.
Bucky in hand. Tool's going to be hurt.
What a read.
That is beautiful. Forsaken forced and pushed off, postured away. He's still going to be sticking around though, why not?
I mean, these kind of spots were what was really catching Fnatic when they played against Wolves. Recently lost on this map.
Get right back into it. Alpha doesn't want to contest with it. Shots are fired. Forsaken. It's a bullet to the dome.
Caught. And Crashies, his utility cleared out Patman, who was playing at front B. Now, Chronicle could absolutely lose his life here.
There's a crossfire set up. Adjusts it. Oh! There's a swing from Device. Going to be calling this one out, though. Body spotted, and Fnatic want nothing to do with it. Evacuation over towards A.
It's a really nice timing that Alfie has taken. Got himself in. Beautiful kill as well, but more importantly, offering that opportunity for Boaster to call the spike to go back towards A. I know Alexis was worried about these late hits, but Fnatic are going to be doing so many of them. This time at least 20 seconds to play with.
Enemy remaining.
And Alpha walking all over the PRX response. Divide. He's got the rifle.
I'd rather have the Marshal in this spot, though, especially with no armor.
Yeah.
I mean, only with no armor.
Sure.
But Alpha, if he can find this kill, Alpha's going to be really close to a lockdown as well. So these are the kind of kills that Fnatic are going to be searching for. Kayak already with a showstopper. Divide, he's not just thinking about keeping the gun, he's also thinking about not feeding away ult orbs.
Stopping that from getting generated. Disgusting work.
Yeah, but
Pure
also,
disrespect.
I mean, Alpha's popping off about it. I think he would have preferred to get the kill, though, in terms of the ults. No matter. A great beginning from Fnatic. The counterpunch strong. Now, getting towards the end of this series, map 4, map 5, these are where you get both teams in very strong parts of their map pool. Lotus, pretty excellent for both squads, though Fnatic did lose just recently to Wolves. And one of the ways that happened was by punishing these kind of classic things that Fnatic loves to do, like the A reclear behind the Viper wall.
Just sidestepping most of the util. Odin spammed down the one line, Forsaken trying to hold this one back, and we'll respect the Haunt. Kayak. One Satra used because of it.
And I think the more disrespectful PRX plays, the better their chances. Something here, very disrespectful.
And here's it, there's a scuttling around into the sand, something has to back away. A lot of bullets to be found, and Kayak, his head rolling. Jing next up, Crashies, at least there with a trade, but the showstopper's now going to be removed from this round.
Yeah, and you've also lost Alpha as well, who could have potentially played towards a lockdown. So both massive ults gone. PRX rewarded for their aggression and their willingness to put people in one and dones or re-peak angles. Classic re-clear here for Fnatic, going over towards where Forsaken's jiggling. Takes half of his health though. And Fnatic might well realize that A is open for business.
Doors opened up, they got no choice though. Gotta land here, gotta end it here. PRX already getting into position to try and flood their way back in. There's 30 seconds left.
30 seconds left.
Taking a peek. Ghost is gone. Up through heaven, who lost control of this one. And Forsaken with that near sight. The paranoia, Odin in hand. Putting the pressure and applying it onto Crashies from every single avenue. You already know where he is. Almost lining up for him. Crashies could have got it done.
The rookie on the other side called upon to shut that down. Man, Crashies nearly had a lineup there. And that round would have been a huge recovery because Fnatic just lost players super early on. These first 2 kills.
30 seconds left.
Massive ones. And a very confident swing out into Mount from Divine. That does, however, mean that this is going to be huge in terms of the ults.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's a bit of the panic. And Crashies thought there was a chance. Here, though, Fnatic waiting to see if PRX are going to be fighting heavy towards Rubble. Figuring out where they should be sending these ultimates. And PRX have swapped up the defense. Vice, fully set up on A.
Playing with fire there, something escapes of his life.
Only a Bulldog and light armor, and he's immediately back out onto Mound.
He's just pushing it.
Yeah, the disrespect is huge in terms of information.
Might be pushing his luck. Alpha, weapon at hand, is optimal for this fight, but no pushing around here. Something, though, getting antsy.
And Alpha choosing not to take a super heavy engagement, though might think that he has Mound info.
King drops down as a paranoia. They want to try and play for some kills, potentially picking off a bit. Odin. Spam is supplementary in nature.
It's very early, but as the clock starts to tick down a little further, remember that they still have to get through a Visal and the showstopper.
The wall's going to be propped up already, and that's that showstopper. Kayak! He can't get it done. My God, man, PRX. He slammed that door shut in their face, and Boaster. Left to do it all from that spot. Completely separated from the rest of his team. Alpha and Crashies.
A mad scramble, a pivot into B, and something waiting.
Doubled up with the face now and leaves it all down to Crashies. It's on his shoulders. He's going to try and plant this one down. They claim towards it. That's a kill collected. B main cleared up, but doubled up from PRX if they play this together. Crashies under that pressure. PRX will not let it slip.
They navigate another spot where Crashies felt like he had a chance at a clutch. Something deserves a lot of credit in that round. The confidence to get back onto the angle over towards Mound allowed Forsaken to make the call to stack over towards A. It's a great read, but it's one he's not able to do without his Yoru player being supremely confident early on.
It's good, but be more confident, okay?
He's talking about being more confident in the swing towards the end. The actual positioning in the round was confident. I liked it. And it's knocked Fnatic down onto a half buy. They haven't actually had too much of a chance to use these ults either. No. The only one invested early was Kayaks. And responded with Jings.
Split up early here, doubled up onto Mound. PRX. Stomping their foot down to hear that though.
Here's that confidence again.
Trying to take it here with the outlaw in hand. Jing is going to try and stop them. Rifle in hand. He's an absolute menace! And Alpha slinging his way through, but already revealed, and Jing is hunting, he wants it. Denied by Divine.
Divine shuts it down. Jing, though, he just gives a little wry smile. I've seen that look on Boaster's face before. Fnatic take attack timeout. They're getting destroyed by this disrespect of utility. The PRX players peak before the util lands for Fnatic. And Fnatic, they expect them to fight. We've seen it in previous maps. We saw it on Xbox. Devi wants a bit more confidence from his team in terms of going for those fights. Easy to say when you're the only player positive on the squad.
Yeah.
He's been absolutely tearing people apart today. But Jing up even above him after that round. PRX with a pretty dominant beginning. I mean, look at the body language here from these Fnatic players too.
Yeah.
Just taking a breather, but also a little lost,
It's a far cry away, I think, from some of the body language we witnessed from Fnatic earlier. The pressure, the moment perhaps, not playing a part, but Fnatic are feeling it. Force them to take this time out here. Fist bumps across the board. They need answers, and they need it now.
I think if you ask somebody who was just tuning in for the first time which of these teams was known to fail in big moments and which team had won back-to-back of big squads, you know, maybe people would be thinking the other way around. PRX are looking good here today. They're looking confident. They're looking down to take the fights to Fnatic.
Bit of presence shown by Fnatic. That's out towards A, and then making a move on now. Now we're in your face, Patman. Be using some util, sees it, and aids. Wraps it round the corner. My God, Kayak barely escapes.
Really nice movement, though, to get himself out, and Jing tucks in. So if Fnatic continue to try to be clear over towards B, Jing's ready to support.
It's hyper proactive, but they've given up the space already.
Ultimate for information. Something's going looking. Can't spot anyone just yet. Looking to try to work off this paranoia.
Two more players forsaken. He's opened the door and he's trying to step forwards. Deny them their chance. Bullets are raining down. It's a hellish scenario for Fnatic to try and get their way through. Kayak across the wall. And both players going to be stepping forwards. Alpha alongside it.
Divine might not realize that there's two players in here. Ults could come through on either side.
It's a lockdown drop down by Alpha.
Divine can save his for retake. You already know that they're going to be coming back through the Nightfall.
Pushing forwards. Alpha pushing forwards. Has to give up that space with the Prowler in his face.
It's a good plan. Open for Mound, but Forsaken.
Kayak trying to hold on to the back. There's that Nightfall, and here it is. The pressure mounting. PRX trying to put on that squeeze once more. Coming into this one with a little bit more fire, but off onto the Mound. Against that Odin spam. Nothing to hold them back. Fnatic are in the comfort zone.
They're immaculate in the post plants. They know how to play those situations perfectly, and the one round that PRX actually allow them a bit of space on site. Fnatic deliver. Once they can get to those comfortable protocols, things are looking fine. When PRX respect the util, respect the ults, Fnatic look comfy. So the whole game plan for PRX has got to be to continue this level of fighting.
Possible in the game, bro.
Nice! Good job, boys.
Something has a glass cannon up to pull out. No ults, though, for the defending team.
Watching for it. Alpha holding, slight angle, alarm bot placed. Spotted out.
And it is Alpha's job to try to put pressure, or at least get information over towards Mound, and he's going to ping right into this, right into the op.
Swings into it. Something's handed a freebie, an easy one.
Toxin screen down.
And look how aggressive these setups are. Something getting posted on this angle. Forsaken deep over towards Rubble as well. Fnatic have no space on the map.
Oh, and PRX are eager. Deny them every single inch. Pure proactivity.
Yeah, I mean, look, Forsaken alone holding towards A and doubled up on B and C. A tight forward choke point positions.
Might be about a meter's match though. That's Util going forwards and that paranoia. Hold on, sidestepped. Kayak's hard committed. Was near-sided, vulnerable though. He got to step forwards and just barely dodges. Double TPs to get the hell out of there.
But Jing immediately reinforcing the position, tucks himself into a bit of a one and done. But if Jing does get one, Showstopper is online. Patman meeting Boaster.
Oh my, Boaster!
30 seconds left.
He's cracked the code, I think, perhaps of that.
But look at the clock. Less than 30 seconds and 3 players defending A.
Pivoting back over towards B. It's walled off, something's there, but the operator in hand has to dodge and juke and hide away here. There's a seize, just keeping him locked into place. Showstopper against the back wall. Jing!
That's it.
He's a menace!
A calm killer for PRX. That showstopper, he was positioning himself to try to get value from it over towards A, and instead, a bank shot splashes it off and picks up 2 with the AoE. What a player.
Rocketed Jing to the top of the scoreboard for his team with a play like that.
And a 4K earlier on, Bren. I mean, 2 of these rounds have just come straight from him.
Yeah.
Head in hands for the Fnatic coaching staff. But it's so predictable, these late round pivots from A to B. It's what we've seen day in, day out, and look at that! What are you going for there? On the anti-eco of all rounds.
To be going forward is relentless. It's the PRX of old.
I mean, it's a mad play.
Don't want to give up any sort of space whatsoever, but they have given up something's life.
And they've also given up the operator to Althea picks that one up. I'm not sure if Divine would be happy about that because Ilya was confident or hoping he did it on a different timing.
Blue room's been opened up as well on top of it. I believe could be some damage done towards it.
Bomb grenade out.
Alpha with the operator. Attack side round called for. Slow, steady.
But it's this control over towards Mound that's just killing Fnatic right now.
Crashies just jump spotting. Sees signs of life from Forsaken. Forsaken is overstaying. Finally backs himself away. 40 seconds left.
Yeah, but then Forsaken just jump spots and realizes it's a fake, and you keep the defenders over towards A.
And Patman with the peek. It's Kayak gone. Spike drop down!
30 seconds
Raining
left.
down with the bullets. They'll punish in sight. Crashies is isolated on a bloody island. Patman, the rookie, with Jing by his side.
And they are getting into a rhythm. Patman with a nervous twitch in his seat, but they're up 6-3 on what could be the final map here at Masters Toronto. PRX have been staring at that trophy all match long, seated between these two teams. A culmination of years of dreams. And the hunger will be fiercest now as they're closest to their trophy.
3-round lead for them. Again, aggression is the name of the game, but it's likewise for Fnatic. They're not slowing down here, all the way up through the gun. TP backing away. Kayak! Kayak tries to get it done. Rifles in hands, but a spammer on the corner, and Boaster's already up there.
A change of pace for Fnatic, really getting aggressive, putting people in aggressive positions. Divine gets punished.
Misses the peak indeed. Jing's right there though, and that has stopped the plan, but he's revealed his hand, revealed his position. Plant down, pit down. Bit of covering fire. Necessary now, but it's being slowed down. The decay is kicking in.
Very tough situation for Jing and something to get back in with. They need a kill to just come randomly through the smoke.
Hot shots and RNG. What's played for here? Stepping out wide. Alpha wasn't even set up for that one there. Falling in midair, but still managed to just get control of it, get the kill. Looking for Jing is left in it. 1v3, not doable.
A really nice shift up for Boaster. Calling a quick round, instantly in on B. He knows that they've been trying to post people up aggressively over towards Mount, stacking towards A. The gap should be in this middle site. A great turn on the flash from Alpha as well. Crashies, just a piece of bait. But Alpha and Chronicle clean that one up. Still a chance for Fnatic to draw this half level, and I think that would be a major win for them. Showstopper, lockdown, big tools to work with. And they're going to try to push back these defenders on C early on. The C information has been a nightmare for Boaster to call against. And it's Divide.
Full speed ahead. The showstopper already pulled out. Kayak. Got to pick and choose your target well here, but already Divide's going to be revealed. Out towards it. Still that fuse. Waiting for it. Something gone. Taken out. Chronicle. Watchful eye towards a flank and a timing and opportunity missed by Forsaken.
And the faster pace that Boaster's called is working wonders. Throwing Kayak in with his showstopper. Divine pinned in place over towards Pillar. And the horn from Crashies getting huge value as well. PRX need to make an adjustment. Their game plan is excellent against the normal pace that Boaster's going to call. But a mid-round, mid-map adaptation like this is why Boaster is currently the greatest of all time.
Where are you?
Can he do enough to get them back into this game?
Patman can feel it. Nets closing round him. Timing just missed there. And these guns,
They're
last-ditch
crucial.
effort. They are critical at that, Josh.
We're heading into round 12. They've got to force.
He's got to survive.
Oh, and he
My
does.
God.
Not able to keep his armor, though. Not that they had the money to be able to drop for a teammate anyway. Fnatic have set themselves up for a nice final round. Big rifling advantage. But ult's starting to get on the board for PRX too. Divide caught out there. Felt like he had to go for the play. Swing in front of the showstopper. And there's the horn, grabbing value too. Alpha, top of the scoreboard again for Fnatic as they try to claw back into this map. Elimination on the line.
The pace, it doesn't stop there. Fnatic are trying to take it all the way to them. Put a stop to it. Try and draw it level. Jing is down. He's earned his own. Alpha! What a shot! Plucks him out of the sky. Plucks him out of the picture. And he's not stopping there for something. He had to do it for them. It's a mad dash now and a pivot over towards C.
Boaster's got the info on where both of these players are, so he knows it's free, he knows it's safe, and Fnatic's protocols are excellent in post plants. Chronicle, he's looking for the flank. Something and Pac-Man have just got to do this without too much to work with. Haunt might come back online, but Chronicle, he's hearing this.
It's knife out for Pac-Man. He doesn't have the gun ready. Doesn't have it at all. Chronicle and Boaster play time, play their lives far back.
Closed.
And they're just waiting for something to play into their open arms. Something! Something! Disgusting!
He tears Fnatic's post plant to pieces. And he's made it to the defuse with so much time. He had one way of being able to deal with that 1v2. And he took his timing and delivered. A player that sometimes struggled with nerves in big moments, but a deep breath and a big play. The Red Bull clutch pushes PRX ahead 7-5 at the half when it looked like Fnatic was about to draw things level.
The pressure is on the shoulders right now. Could be the final round, final map that we're looking at here. PRX are on the very cusp. It's up to Fnatic to answer back.
All right, Toronto, the game couldn't get any closer right now, but Fnatic are still behind by one map. So if you want this to go into a map 5, Fnatic fans, let me hear you say stupefy on 3. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. And for PRX fans, if you want this to finish right now, let me hear you choo-choo on 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, that is a loud train. One more time though, we gotta stop the train, Fnatic fans. 3, 2, 1, stupefy! And one more for PRX, and we're gonna stop it right here at Masters Toronto. Choo-choo on 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is looking pretty tough. Good luck here for Fnatic. Let's bring it back to the game.
You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you so much.
Full speed ahead is PRX. They can feel it. Momentum behind them. There's no stopping them right now. Fnatic have been in spots like this before.
But this is new territory for PRX. Even though they've been to 2 grand finals and seen the trophy lifted above the heads of their opponents, they've not even ever been up a map in one of those situations. This is different. Take a look at the Coinbase Econ report here. Boaster having a struggle in this series. So much of his brain power devoted over to trying to figure out the pace of the game, the calls of the game, that he hasn't really been able to get going in terms of his rifling. The rest of the squad, though, doing the most they can. Alpha still up, dominating the scoreboard. But the group effort from PRX and the individuals who find the plays when they need them. Jing having a map, something pulling out an amazing moment at the end of the half. Opening and closing rounds has got PRX in a spot where they could finally do it. The best team that has never won It takes greatness to even make it to grand final spots, but this team has been defined by their failures, not their successes. And this half could change the entire narrative.
Potential for a bloodbath. HyperX want to go again pacey, nothing changed up, nothing switched up, double face, clone, boombot, absolutely everything! The Boaster tucked up, he's gonna cut my setup!
Spike down.
Him and Chronicle put a stop to it!
Launching force.
HyperX with that W game in, trying to burst their way through the choke. Two players though, still with tons of health here, Divine something. It is absolutely winnable.
It rebounds! Oh my!
What a perfect wallbang from Kayak.
And it leaves it all down to something in a 1v3, the pistol round essential for Fnatic. In the driving seat and more, Fake with the TP, damage done to Chronicle. He's looking for barely ahead, it's reactionary, the Haunt reveals something not planned for him. And Kayak defusing, sticking half off of it. Swapping sides, something needs the kills and he needs it now. But Kayak, the safety net that Fnatic needed.
He holds his ground, believes in Crashies, and something is denied. This double hold, unexpected. Fnatic often holding softer, further back, deeper positions. And this time tucking tight with a crossfire at the choke point. And HyperX step into the maw, get crunched. Look at this again though. Something forcing up the Outlaw, doing what Althea did to them. And round two, it did go the way of the Outlaw force.
There it is, Alpha, he's already wide out.
Yeah, he's picked up one of his own.
Trying to take that peek, there's a flash in your face, Kayak. None the wiser, barely gets control of the rifle in time.
Doesn't have a lot of health to be able to play with. The rifle might be better off in somebody else's hands. He's actually swapped it over to Boaster too. Faith in the leader. And that'll allow Kayak to go for more of an aggressive peak without having to worry about bolstering the PRX arsenal. Fnatic need this to be able to get back in the game. An eco round here for PRX would be devastating for Fnatic's chances. And Alpha is perfection, as he has been basically all tournament.
Up through B. Crashies. Eyes in two directions here, but he's just found the right timing on it. Jing, gone. HyperX looking to group up. Up against Fnatic right now, where they're not letting anything slip, not anything at all. Chronicle. Tiny little two-piece, flawless beginnings here for Fnatic. They needed it.
Winning the pistol in the second half, winning the force in the first. It has felt like Fnatic need pistols to be able to hang in this game, honestly. And I don't just mean on Lotus, I mean across the series. HyperX, they feel like they're in control of this. We said it at the start, it's almost their trophy to lose. You look at what they've done going through the upper bracket, the map veto, double map ban. And HyperX now in a round where they have the economy advantage and are expected to win.
The wall just went up. I think Chronicle's revealed his position here, and as a TP forward, Kayak defends. Blind as anything.
Really dry there, honestly. And not a deep teleport either.
Satchel's in your face, though. Alpha! It's Clay Pigeon shooting.
Plucks Jing out of the skies.
Where's he going? Gun's not down, he's right in front of you. Hold on, a bit of a misstep. Patman. Bullet to the dome there, Alpha's been dropped. Players starting to form up a bit of a barrier. Fnatic, they need reinforcements.
Boaster's rotating over with the Odin.
And a bit of spam, my God.
I don't think the Odin's going to be here in time to try to deny the plant.
Put onto this corner, Forsaken feeling like he needs to take this and take the fight straight to him. Kayak dropped through the wall. The bullet that just locks down, and now a bit of patience to be played.
3v3, what an opening given to PRX. This round looked disastrous for them.
Shadows traveling.
Random spam and hopes. Flash forwards, Divide with the peak. All trying to cut this one up here with the paranoia. It's picture perfect, but not the clear indeed. Boaster, straight there with the Odin. Trying to trade this one out, but the bullets are running dry. And Patman and Divide, not to be outdone.
Boaster's run out of time. He's run out of chances. And that could be a round that Fnatic look back on as a big missed opportunity. If they'd played that with a little more patience, I think it should have been a conversion. Pretty disastrous entries from both of the duelists on PRX. And then when Alpha stepped forwards, trying to, I think, pick up a different gun.
Yeah, I think he assumed he had a rifle, but he didn't.
Ended up giving the C site away.
Listen.
Boaster has kept this Odin though, and is looking to do a little bit of chip damage to PRX as they come through. It's not that tree sight line though.
All grouped up. Paranoia, Haunt, up and over the top. Something forced to respect it. Boaster, there it is.
He knows the angles.
Like the back of his hand. It's the first kill that goes away of Fnatic, and they need that energy.
Smoked off the turret. Chronicles waiting for it.
They're putting pressure now across all fronts. Fnatic looking to contain, looking to maintain. Forsaken's forwards though. With rifle in hand, Boaster is out in the open. The timing does not favor him. A-site cracked open, wide for the taking.
Jing just choosing a timing there through the smoke. Catching Boaster very unexpectedly.
Chronicles next.
Despite the aim punch, Jing on top.
One after another. All left to Alpha, all left to him to do. A 2-round lead, and PRX are sensing it now.
A little wobble to begin the half, but now the belief comes flooding back. Previously, when you've seen this squad get deep in tournaments, the prophecy, the destiny of them being the uncrowned kings of Pacific, it seems to just suck them in. It has its own gravitic field. And this time, it really feels like they've escaped it. PRX have everything set up to try to close this one out. 4 rounds away from a title that's eluded them for years.
They've had to watch at the sidelines repeatedly. They were one of the first Pacific teams to have a chance at lifting a trophy for the region. But Gen.G and T1 stolen the honors. PRX forced to look on the sidelines, not able to get it across the line when it was their chance.
And they had 2 opportunities. And we thought for sure Champs was going to be their final one. Jing off to military service. The team probably crumbling. And it didn't happen. They came back in, rejuvenated. Jing able to play once again. And he's got a chance at both a trophy and an MVP bracelet here. What's mad as well is that they're doing this after having some of their worst domestic results. They barely squeaked into Pacific playoffs this time.
Barely.
They were not dominating their region. They were the 3rd seed. But the train does not care about any of that.
It makes no stops. PRX are looking to send it flying over the finish line for Fnatic. They need a lifeline. All the pressure now. Boaster is in hot water. Sliding past those with that bucket in hand. He's going to try and take that timing. Forced to reveal it, lining them out. Alfia does deliver, but something is right there. Crashes open onto the sideline again. Something is just plucking these players out of the picture. And PRX finds the 10th round.
Something in his comfort zone. Delivering on these important kills, shutting down the ecos. 3 rounds left. Boaster's been in spots like that before, dejected, and still found ways of being able to turn it around. You cannot count Fnatic out until they are done and the trophy is in your hands.
But they've got a rally here and now, and that is not the best beginning for it. Alpha's gone, Kayak. Watching too many angles at once! What is that?
Something punished for those over towards Pearl. And here he comes up with the goods. Kayak tries to respond.
It's all on the rookie's shoulders, trying to shut them down. And nades! Rebounds, a bit of bullet tag. He's left down at 30 health. PRX though, forwards, ever relentless. It's an onslaught towards the A site. There's gaps in his timing. Oh boy, Papman has found it. Stepping forwards, Crashies looking to see if he can make the difference, turn it around, jumping around. It's whimsical in nature, and PRX, maybe showing signs of the old mistakes. Clearing through, Crashies will be happy to capitalize. The 5 HP is not much to work with, and Chronicle left to pick it all up. Left to pick it all up into the 1v1, him versus Divide. Pits online, Divide! Absolutely Divide!
The opening kill from Divide is beautiful, a great anti against Alpha, who loves to jump spot over towards C. And then he closes at the end, rock solid, reliable.
One enemy remains.
And stops the go in his tracks. Chronicle on for his fourth, but a long way away at this point. PRX within touching distance, 2 rounds away.
It's being thrown together. It's a pushback that's cobbled together. Fnatic with barely any weaponry, really. Door opened up, flash through. Something's just looking for a reaction.
Boaster calling the bluff, though, realizes that no space has actually been taken in Tree. This is the kind of util disrespect we keep seeing from PRX. And it should allow them to realize that the A pressure's fake.
Door opened up, Divide.
Boaster, though, he's still keeping so many players on this side of the map. C is really weak.
He's giving up a lot of info here. It's all on Alpha. It's all on Alpha. Boaster's been cleaned. Alpha in through the back. Pot shots, feeling like risky business needs to be taken. It's all on his shoulders to try and offset. Papman gone in through the back. Chronicle, he's right there with him.
How are they making this one work?
Cutting through.
40 seconds left, still guarded in the back pocket. Precisely for moments like this, and they want to step forward, something. Hungry for the kills. Lockdown even being committed. Fnatic are throwing everything at this.
Jing has an ult to be able to work with, but I don't think he can get the angle on this. The ult, though, could easily deny the defuse. Jing could send it splashing against the back here.
That's what he's waiting for. Pre-aim, nightfall. Gone away. It's a tap onto it. Alpha's already taken out something. Best chance in a long while. And PRX, they bide their time. They don't use the ults. Fnatic are back in.
One of the more unlikely rounds for Fnatic to be able to take, but the gap now reduced to 3. And Fnatic themselves actually didn't end up committing very many ults to that. I mean, sure, they used the lockdown, they used the Fade ultimate, so 2 big ones, but they still have a pit to be able to work with on the defense side. Showstopper.
Let's go, come on, come on.
Every player on Fnatic, with the raw exception of Kayak, has been in a spot like this before. They know what it takes to win.
Crashy's just trying to rally the troops. Caesar's avoided, disjointed, and Boaster is forward. PRX fully grouped up though. Nightfall to re-clear, flash in the face. How do you respect this one? Paranoia avoided, sidestepped. There's a showstopper, you're blinded right back. Kayak, he's gonna do it all. Papman drops him in place and a deep TP forward. Something is way ahead of the curve.
Chronicle might have an idea. He's going to clear this. It all depends how diligent he is.
And he's not precise enough. Chronicle is there with it in time. 2v2. Chronicle fast. Steps forwards with a snake bite. Plant is down though. Vulnerable applies and the thorns on top of it. Divide! Head not clean off. Chronicle delivers them to salvation.
Showcasing exactly the kind of skills that put Chronicle as the winningest player in Valorant. I mean, he controlled and handled this round elegantly. Big play from something again to get in behind. Bit of a fumble there, but Kayak did as much as he possibly could to set this one up for Chronicle to finish.
One enemy remaining.
Brilliant snakebite to carve up both of those players, Divine and Patman. And now it's PRX feeling a little bit of the pressure. 4 rounds in a row, from round 15 to round 18, PRX fully in control and always believing. Now, hands on heads, Forsaken. The doubt that PRX have felt before, they cannot allow it to blossom within them now.
Take root and stop them from this run that they've been on.
Fnatic's greatest asset might be those memories of failure that PRX have from being in positions like this before. And Fnatic are known as a team that can pull off comebacks. In the back of your head, you've got to be thinking, what do we need to adjust here to make sure that they don't keep getting these retakes working against us? But it is still PRX closer to the trophy by a long shot. The economy, though, on a knife's edge. But PRX, they live their lives on the knife's edge. Between aggression and discipline, between greatness and failure. This one, another opportunity to fall on the right side and see if they can get up to tournament point.
Operator and a flash in the face. Find that angle. Boaster's cutting it up close.
Pretty passive setup here from Fnatic. They don't have anybody trying to fight aggressive over towards Mound or Rubble. Much more drawing a line in the sand, deeper onto the site. Kayak's operator making a rotation east towards the A site.
One more forward. Gate crash forward on top of it, something. Long as the acknowledgement, players are moving in a different direction though. PRX set their sights towards it, they force out the pit.
Alpha, yeah, he's going to be under pressure soon, but there could be no better player for Fnatic.
Locked down onto the floor, there's a horn to deal with, but what a peak, what a timing, Alpha. Finally coming online here.
Forsaken bullies his way through Boaster though. IGL diff and gets himself in a position.
Alpha,
yeah, though, cannot be stopped.
He's feeling himself. Patman can't do it all against the might of Alpha, yeah. Fnatic now just need one more step.
There could not be a better player for Fnatic to be under pressure in a moment like that.
One enemy remaining.
He follows up on a paranoia perfectly, immediately turns around, ready for a push through B main, and still manages to collect another. The passion he has in moments like that as well is inspiring to the rest of the teammates. And PRX's eco crushed underfoot. Sometimes, though, these comebacks can stumble against an eco round, and PRX can take more risks in moments like this.
Forward again, flash, Prowler. Boaster's ready with it. It's already that paranoia going to be sweeping forwards. An attempt at a response, Boaster's low. Dropped down to just 20, and the peak from Kayak though. Get the goods they're looking for.
They were expecting Jing to try to capitalize on that. Divine has been detected here in his B-lurk. Kayak's got to hit a shot.
He really does, under that pressure. There's a TP into the back of the side, he misses. Just wide. Kayak giving up that space.
A Boaster doesn't have the health really to be able to support him. Fnatic with a player advantage, but no massive ults to be able to help this retake. It is super possible that PRX can pull this off. Every fight is going to be in a good range for the Stingers and the Judge.
Close quarters. What's called for here for PRX? TP, Boaster rejoining him.
Just threatening that he could be trying to apply pressure on the flank.
So heads on the swivel right now, PRX. Gonna do it all, no breaking in a haunt. And now all the way in, Kayak leads the charge. Chronicle to the side, Kayak with safety in numbers, a full stick, and Fnatic bring it level.
Not just an incredible recovery, 4 rounds instantly responded, but this round is basically flawless. Once they get into this retake, the group up, the horn not broken, the kills coming through from Kayak and Chronicle are so clean, so fast, And Alex,
Nice, boys.
He
Nice,
must be
boys. Nice, boys.
thinking-
Come on, come on, come on.
about the past. It's so difficult not to.
There.
Can PRX avoid the crumble, the choke?
These are narratives that have been circling, swirling around these PRX players. They cannot play into their inner demons, but Fnatic are putting up a stalwart defense. An answer back to that pace. Crashies is under the pressure. There's a nade at your feet, power into the back, flash on top of it. He needs some help, and he needs it now. Chronicle is the one to help him. And Crashies will be falling, but time has been bought, and Chronicle gliding in, sliding in.
Indomitable performance there from Chronicle. He takes Fnatic up to map point. This should have been the end. PRX had all the chances here to close things out on Lotus. A map they're undefeated on right now.
Enemy remaining.
But time after time, Fnatic's little 1-2 gameplays are allowing them to slip further and further into the lead. Now, just a narrow margin. And Alpha sending kisses across the stage to his longtime teammate. PRX take a timeout. Alex hits the emergency meeting button and tries to figure out what can be adjusted with only 1 round left in regulation. It was PRX that managed to run things back on Icebox, denying a bunch of map points, but they're gonna need another one here. Fnatic are so completely in control. They're baiting PRX into overextending. And kills coming out from Alpha and Chronicle in particular just look like they could never go any other way.
No. The air has been sucked out of the room for PRX. It's bargain bin buys, Spectre, Bulldog. That's what they're working with.
At least they have the ults though. Something's ult combined with Patman's, deafening everybody from Fnatic, and then getting something out there. There could not be a better time for something to come out with a huge Yoru ult. He's been hot and cold with them, let's say.
Operator Alpha.
Who's next?
Look in your face, TP forwards, and that's what that dimensional drift spots it out, something. Guiding the rest of his team in.
Here.
Not far behind him, a bit of spam into the back of the box. This is it. Play for OT, play for map 5. All on the line for them, something with the exit, all the way out, Alpha's all the way in, and Chronicle just drops them in their tracks! Alpha cleans up, Boaster left reeling.
But the 2 huge players from Fnatic dropped, Chron and Alpha gone. Fnatic are gonna have to try to close with only Kayak and Crashies.
It rebounds. PRX looking to stay alive in this map, Fnatic want to send it that much deeper. TPs all around, sowing chaos into the mix. Crashies deep in the seas and a haunt on top of it. Yuto could not be even better there, but stops to the side. Batman double dashing in. We are going the distance.
PRX forced to dig so deep. And it's the leader Forsaken who leads by example to get 4 on the board and push them through to OT.
You can kill me.
Patman as well though, hitting a great flick on the Crashies. And Crashies knows he should have been good for that. 5 in a row, but 5 is where it stops for Fnatic. 12-12. So even. A true game of greats against greats. Testing each other to the very limits.
Alpha yet on point for almost a 30 bomb.
And with the way that he's been playing, almost destined to get it in overtime. He's going to step forwards though into a stack.
Damage.
Does the damage.
To dig through the wall. And now full speed ahead. Fnatic baited out, TP's in. Boaster going to be rejoining Kayak, trying to take control of this. Smart to the corner, but you're out in the open. And Forsaken hit the buy, collecting all sorts of kills and attempt to even it out. Kayak still has that control. PRX all the way in. PRX are the ones in control.
A dominant defensive round in OT puts PRX with their first tournament points.
And just like that, HyperX one step away. The Princes of Pacific that were ever promised have never been so close.
It's within touching distance for them now. PRX take front B control, knocking on the door of Alpha Yez's site. As Boaster gets a little bit of pressure back towards him, over towards C as well. Another passive defensive line in the sand drawn from Fnatic. Not willing to fight over any of this map control. PRX winning a bit of that mental game. More confidence coming out from them. But it's all about the execution and the delivery. We saw in OT before, it went deep. No team was able to close out early.
Fnatic are going to be forced to dig deep here. Pressure mounting. PRX putting it on them. Alarm bot dealt with the paranoia sweeps. Forwards, Alpha! Playmaker once more. Him and Chronicle. It dropped the PRX players like flies. Two. Something and Forsaken left to pick up the pieces of a round that's just not gone their way.
30 seconds left.
So much space, though, given to these two on PRX. And we've seen what they can do in difficult spots. Would be a magical conversion of a 2v4. Everything that Something and Forsaken could have dreamed of. And these four players from Fnatic looking simply to play spoiler.
Peace. Something, he's looking for any sort of kill he can claim. Risky business. And Fnatic gonna play this one smart. Patience is there, but a paranoia. Hold on, Neutral out into your hands. Forsaken, he's ISO'd the fights. And Something is wrecking them from on high. PRX do it all.
PRX, the Pacific Princes without a crown, they finally have their trophy. Denying the greatest team of all time and becoming legends themselves. It took everything, pushed to overtime. This one was not easy. It never is. But this will be a moment to remember and wipe away the tears of Copenhagen and Champs LA. Forsaken, what a job he's done with this squad. And
the whole team together.
I mean, Alex gets to join his players on stage for a celebration rather than bitter disappointment.
Tears of joy. PRX have finally done it.
They've changed the narrative here today. You heard G2's Valen talking about trying to do that earlier in the tournament, but no team had a better opportunity to clutch greatness from the jaws of disappointment than this squad right here.
Respect shown, of course. A hell of a challenge that Fnatic put up.
A tournament win, 2 Grand Finals losses, 2 finishes in top 3, a top 4 placement as well. There can be no denying at this point that the team is now defined by their success rather than their failures. For me, I think they change it completely. They change the narrative to being probably the second greatest team of all time behind Fnatic. Overtaking squads like Loud and Optic, NRG, of which Crashies played inside of.
Flip that script. Tears of joy. And for PRX, this moment means everything. This moment right here is what all the hard work went into. Blood, sweat, and tears all the way to the end. But the time is nigh for the prince that was promised to finally be crowned PRX, your Masters Toronto champions.
A 1,064 days since PRX's first chance at lifting a trophy. My God, how sweet it must taste. Fan favorites from beginning to end, everybody everywhere rooting for them to finally have this success. And we thought it would never happen. We thought after Champs that Jing might not even return to the stage. And yet here he is, alongside his brothers with trophy in hand. A moment they've dreamed of for almost 3 years. And what more could still be in store? They've showcased consistency to a level that almost no other team can claim.
We're gonna send it down to the floor. PRX, the stage is yours.
It's been 5 years in the making, but PRX have finally won a trophy. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful it is. It's the PRX color too, fits your jersey so well. You go stand next to JJ. I gotta get Auntie next to JJ here. Divine, I'm gonna start with you. You broke the second place curse. This is real. You managed to do it. How are you feeling?
I mean, it feels unreal, you know. We've been working hard, very, very hard.
Where's Poojan when you need him? Poojan, come down and make Divine smile. Where you at? We need him, we need him. I'm gonna let you take a moment because I know how big this means to you, Divine. I'm gonna come back to you. Let me squeeze in between you and get next to something. Now, something, it felt like yesterday that you kind of got plucked out as the aimer. You know, everyone knew you could aim, but today, the clutches, the big moments, you won that round. You and Jason won that round. You won a trophy. So talk me through your growth as a player and to become how amazing you are on that stage today.
As Lish said, it feels like unreal. We've been grinding like that for example, for me for 2 years. For them, it's already like 4 or 5 years on international stage and never won before. So feels great. And wanna say thank you to everyone, to the fans. Wanna say thank you to my girlfriend. Я тебя очень сильно люблю. And yeah, thank you everyone who supporting us. Thank you to our performance coach. He did really great job for us. And yeah, thank you all.
Indeed. Coming back to you, David. Yeah, like I said, it's real. It's real. It's right there. And of course, you've come second quite a few times. So what does this mean to you to be able to actually win?
I mean, it means everything, you know. This is kind of like end goal. Obviously, you want to go for a champ, but this is just a start, you know. And I mean, I'm very happy. I didn't plan to cry, but the tears just automatically come out, you know.
I think everyone's crying with you. I can see everyone behind you. They're cheering you on so much. I'm part of the team now. I'm part of the team now. Sorry, excuse me. I'm part of the team now. Will you let me join PRX, Jason? Can I join you guys?
Sure.
Yes, okay, that's what I needed to hear. This trophy looks so good. How are you feeling holding this, knowing that this man here from the very beginning, Mind Freak is here as well since 2021 to get to this place?
I'm feeling thankful and grateful because we finally had some trophy, you know, and I really proud of my team. They've been working really, really hard since in Pacific. And actually, I want to say happy birthday to my dad as well. It's his birthday today. Yeah, so Pa, happy birthday. I think this is gonna be his best gift ever.
Oh, I mean, your other brothers must be like, oh, damn it, we're going to have to get him something better. But yeah, I guess a question also for the both of you, if you would like to answer it. I think the two of you kind of embody PRX, you know, your play style, your identity, your friendship. And for a long time, other people maybe didn't respect your play style and people were afraid to try this. But now you have a trophy, so your way is the best way. How does that feel?
I feel good. I just want to say anything can happen in Valorant, guys. Trust me.
Wasn't easy today, was it, Jace? It wasn't easy. Yeah, will you be able to answer the same question? Jing, you know that you've been kind of W gaming for 5 years now, so how does it feel to know that this is the best Valorant right now?
I mean, Valorant is like a game that is always like changing, so there's like so many different ways to play it. I mean, I wouldn't say there's the best way to play it, but this is PRX way, and we're gonna continue playing like this always.
I want to also say your mom, she comes with you to everything. And how does it feel to be able to share this moment with her?
I mean, of course, I'm very happy and I'm just very thankful and grateful for my life because like I never expected to be here. I was just like a kid that wanted to play game and like now I'm a Masters winner. So yeah, I'm really happy and thanks to all my friends and family for supporting us. And just because we win doesn't mean the train is going to stop here, guys. We're going to keep on going and maybe we can work on once.
They can win another one, right? They can win another one. They can win another one. And Patman, now, you didn't have to go through the trauma that the rest of your teammate had to go through the last 5 years. But you joined this team, you joined at a very critical time, and then now you end up lifting a trophy so early on in your career as well. Who or what do you credit this success to?
Before I joined PRX, while I'm in PRX, I live on doubts, I live on hates, like everyone is questioning about me. But like finally, after a long time, I made it. So I'm so happy that I made it and with the team because every night I'm crying like how to be better, how can I improve, how can I help my team more. And now I think everything is, you know, like, sorry.
It's all right. I mean, it wasn't easy. So, were you stressed at any point? Because you didn't act like you were.
Yeah. Sorry?
Were you stressed at all today at any point? Because it didn't seem like you were even bothered on the stage.
I mean, while we're playing, I always keep telling the boys to smile because the smile is very contagious thing. And once we're smiling, the positive energy will come. So I just keep telling the boys to smile.
I think you make everyone else here smile as well. Now, Alex, I'm going to ask you the $1 million question because earlier this year, it didn't even look like you were going to make playoffs in Pacific. And track by track, step by step, you've taken down every hurdle, every challenge. How on earth did you win that final today? That was a crazy four-mapper.
I mean, we have a lot of people to thank. But first and foremost, I think I want to thank Victoria because she basically forced me to reach out to Mini, and that really kickstarted everything. After that, I think all the streamers behind us, Sliggy, FNS especially, thank you so much for helping everyone gather this amazing crowd. And we can feel everything, guys. We feel every shot on stage. Even in the coaching booth, I can feel everything, guys. It's amazing. And I want to thank all of you guys. I really appreciate it, guys. And hopefully more to come.
You don't just stop here. Now, before I throw this over, Mindfreak is here. I think this is just as much your victory, Aaron, as anyone else's. This is as much yours, Mindfreak. You've been here in the coaching booth, you know, part of this roster for so many years. What does this one mean to you?
Honestly, I think this means everything for me because I'm really proud of them. Like, we were like 0-3 in the Pacific, and who knows, like, we are here, like, actually the champions, so I don't know what to say.
You're also one of the champions, Mindfreak. Enjoy the victory, boys. Come on, everyone, one more time for PRX. But the celebration doesn't stop there because Vansili is ready and standing by to announce the tournament MVP.
Thank you so much, Yinsu. Indeed, I am standing on the stage here with Leo Faria, the global head of Valorant Esports. Of course, we're about to present our MVP bracelet. So, Leo, I'm going to let you take the floor.
It is my honor to present this beautiful and special bracelet. The MVP award is about the one player who rose above all others. This player has been a foundational member of the PRX roster since February of 2021. He's dominant across multiple roles. He's also the first Indonesian player to win a VCT global event. Please give it up to the Masters Toronto MVP, Forsaken!
Forsaken with the MVP bracelet. Across his years of competing, playing up to 21 of the 26 available agents that VALORANT has to offer. And it took all this time to now get the MVP bracelet and also his first international trophy here at VALORANT. Leo, thank you so much. Forsaken, this looks really heavy.
It's very heavy.
So you're gonna have to hit the gym somewhere. Actually, show me those biceps. Show the crowd what you'll be working on. Enough muscle to also lift your first ever trophy. And now the MVP, how much does this mean to you?
It means very a lot to me because actually I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it how we even in here because we almost get like almost lost in Pacific. So like this, I'm speechless. Sorry.
Take your time. Take your time. Take your time, man.
Yeah, I mean,
It's all yours.
I wanna say thank you for all the passengers that keep believing our train, guys. Finally, we can lift the trophy, and it's amazing, you know, to have you guys, to have all of the fan support, HyperX all the time. I wanna say thank you to my family as well, my girlfriend as well. Bye, friend. Thank you so much. ขอบคุณสนับสนุนครับ. Thank you so much, everyone. Let's go.
Forsaken, thank you so much. One more time, MVP Forsaken. And that exit here from Masters Toronto. Et on se revoit à Paris!